All right. So, everybody's talking about AI changing the world, right?
It's everywhere you look these days, that's for sure.
But today, we're going deep on something maybe you haven't thought of much, how AI is rewiring the software you and I use every single day.
Should be fascinating.
We're diving into the Devops Revolution 2024 report. And don't worry, this isn't just for the techies. We're going to make it make sense.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, first off, this report doesn't sugarcoat things. They call software development a pressure cooker right now.
Yeah, and it's a very apt description, to be honest. It's not just about, churning out lines of code.
Right.
It's this constant race to keep up with the demand for new features, new apps, all while making sure it's secure and actually works.
Yeah, the report really digs into this idea that we as users, we expect so much. Always new stuff, always working perfectly.
It's true, though, right? Think about how often you get those app updates. Constant.
It's like, oh, new features, gotta have them. But behind the scenes, that's putting enormous pressure on the whole system.
Right. The report talks about this perfect storm. You've got that relentless demand, then security threats are evolving faster than ever, and then just the sheer amount of data involved now.
It's overwhelming to even think about, frankly.
Absolutely. And that's where this whole AI thing comes in, this idea that maybe, just maybe, it can help us manage this craziness.
So AI to the rescue here. One of the big things the report talks about is AI ops, artificial intelligence for IT operations. I mean, come on, what does that even mean?
It sounds very,
Buzzwordy.
yeah, a bit. But in simple terms, imagine, say, your banking app.
Okay, yeah, I use that daily.
Right. So what if, before you even knew there was a problem, AI ops could predict that you might have trouble logging in because of, say, a server hiccup?
So it stops the problem before it starts.
Exactly. No more frantic calls to customer service because you're locked out of your account.
I've done that, not gonna lie. So this AI ops thing, it's like having a crystal ball for software glitches.
In a way, yeah. And for developers, that means less time putting out fires and more time actually building cool new stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. The report also talks about these AI-powered code tools. What's the deal with those? Is that AI actually writing code now?
Well, it's getting close, I'll say that. We're talking about AI that can help programmers write code faster, find and fix bugs, even predict potential issues before they happen.
So less buggy software and less overworked programmers. That sounds like a win-win to me.
Potentially, yeah. But it does raise some, bigger questions too, right?
Oh, for sure, like what happens to the job market, ethical considerations, all that. But in terms of what this means for everyday users, it's pretty exciting, right? Our apps, our software, it could get a lot more powerful and reliable because of this.
Absolutely. And faster development cycles, which means we get new features and updates quicker.
Exactly. And then there's this whole intelligent infrastructure thing that the report digs into, which sounds, well, it sounds futuristic, to be honest.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it this way. Ever tried to do some online shopping during a big sale and the website crashes?
Oh, yeah, the dreaded site down message. The worst.
Right. Well, intelligent infrastructure is using AI to manage all that traffic, make sure the servers can handle it, and keep things running smoothly.
So no more frantic refreshing at checkout, hoping to snag that deal before it's gone.
Hopefully not. At least that's the promise.
Sounds good to me. But with all this talk about better performance, faster development, what about security? It seems like that'd be a major concern.
Oh, absolutely. And the report addresses that directly. This is actually a huge area where AI is being used. We're talking about AI systems that can analyze network traffic in real time, spot unusual patterns, and predict potential cyber attacks.
It's like having a digital security guard that never sleeps.
Exactly.
That there's always a but.
Right. The report makes it clear that this isn't a simple solution. The bad guys, they're using AI too.
So it's like an AI arms race, basically.
Exactly. And it's only going to get more intense. But the potential for AI to stay ahead, to keep our data and systems safe, it's huge.
This has been fascinating. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of us take software for granted. We just expect it to work.
It's true. We do. But understanding how AI is changing the way that software is made, it's not just a tech thing.
Exactly. This affects all of us.
Because it impacts everything.
Yeah.
How quickly new technologies are developed, how reliable they are, even how secure our information is online. It all ties back to this.
And that's what makes this DevOps Revolution report so interesting, right? It's not just about some abstract tech stuff. It's about understanding the forces that are shaping the future of, well, pretty much everything.
100%. And the crazy thing is, we're just at the beginning.
That's what's both exciting and maybe a little scary, right? But
Yeah.
hey, that's the world we live in.
That it is.
Well, this deep dive has given us a lot to think about. What happens if AI really does take over a lot of the heavy lifting in software development? Do we end up with better software or just different problems? What do you think?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think.
And it's one we're all going to have to grapple with.
We are, yeah. It's not just about the technology, it's about what we choose to do with it. And that's a conversation that everyone needs to be a part of.
Couldn't agree more. So, for everyone listening, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Is AI the hero of the DevOps revolution, or is it more complicated than that? Head over to our website, leave a comment, send us a message. We want to keep this conversation going.
Definitely. The future of software, it's not just lines of code, it's about all of us.
Well said. Until next time, keep those digital wheels turning.
I'll see you then.